That's fucked up. Wish I could. Yo. This is your boy Shopping Truth here. Just bringing you guys another video. I was just talking to the great mother. I wasn't even gonna get on here, but the great mother is the real thing. It's your higher self. And then there's the great mother. I don't know. Everybody got different connections to different things, but you might as well get it to the mom. You might as well go to the mom, because she know best. I was just talking to her. And she was just telling me basically these powers that the primordial being has as a driving force to all things down here. It's just only when you have that awareness and you already know who you is. Because it'll be more of a controlled chaos rather than you just doing things emotionally and indirectly to where you're going to wreak havoc. The power within the divine primordial being runs everything, but when it is more precise, it can hit its target better and use it with order. Just look at Storm, right? Storm off of X-Men. You know what I'm saying? She controlled the weather. I think there have been a couple of times where I think she was flipping out, but for the most part, she controlled it. Or you can be like somebody that just gets mad because he steps on a fucking pebble. And next thing you know, there's an earthquake going across the world. You know what I mean? He's roaring. He doesn't know that his heka is powerful, his voice. And he's connecting his rage to an insurmountable level to where he's causing earthquakes and he don't know. Yeah, he knows deep down inside it's best not to act like that over little things. But yeah, he still does it. So it's two energies you can get from it. You can be real chaotic with your energy, or you can be more precise with your energy. It's like, which one you working? It's best to use it with integrity and use it in the most upright way because you will get a better effect. You can pinpoint it much better rather than just not knowing about it. It's just being boo-boo the fool out here. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Hey, leave a like in here. I see there's like 15 people in here. Just leave a like. You ain't gotta fuck with me. Just leave a like real quick, big fam. You ain't even gotta fuck with you. But alhamdulillah, you want to use it with order. You want to use this chaos with order. You know what I'm saying? Because the only reason why it's like that, the primordial being is having that energy to have that driving force, it's just within his being. It's that black dot. And what tries, I was just, that's a bitch, bro. I can't help it. I can't help it, y'all. That's YouTube not wanting to spit this. I just be talking, really. I don't even be on shit. That's what I have to tell YouTube. But when the divine primordial being get that blackness within his being, under control and tapped in, the things that try to replicate it is the carbon that's in everything. So that carbon is always going to go to its original blueprint, its original copy, and that is that true blackness. So you can control anything out here if you really want to put your mind to it. Certain people got that right when they got that activated. So you really don't need to rely on nothing. You just really got to activate your neuromelanin. You got to figure out how to get it to work for you. It's basically like your subconscious. Your neuromelanin activated is you're a monster. You're a monster. You got to figure out how to get that shit cultivated. You got to figure out how to cultivate it. I can tell you a couple things how to do it. Hey, what's up? But I don't think I'm going to spit niggas that secret. I mean, I could tell you a little bit. Yeah. Utilize. If I got magicians out here, what's up? You got to keep utilizing your magic and keep going outside the box and involved. And it got to have integrity. Yeah. Because it has a lot to do with your heart. You got to be pure of heart. So it's basically, can't be on bullshit. You can't be underhandedly trying to fuck people over. You can't be too easily swindled over the material. You know, your heart got to be in the right place for it to truly activate. You know what I mean? But you got to keep utilizing your magic. Motherfucker got some shit under they sleeve. You know what I mean? You know how to whip something up. You got to keep whipping that shit up. Oh yeah, dancing and listening to music that connects to your melanin. Like the old music, confirmation. The old music from back in the day, kind of, get you in the groove of things. It's the old music from back in the day. And I guess you could say some of this music, because my shit had me thumping. My shit had me jumping. So I could say some of this new shit, and then dance. 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 And another thing is probably like shadow work. Consistently going within your being, cleaning things up. That ain't too hard to do. It's actually pretty easy. I'm not even joking. Shadow work could be the most easiest thing, because at the end of the day, think about it. You cleaning shit up at the end of the day, so who wouldn't want that? You leaving space for something that actually matters to fit. Don't get me wrong, it'll try to pop up, but you know you did the correct shadow work if it just try to linger and you don't let it attach. But little things like that you can do. Like playing music that actually connects to your shit. Dancing. If you that magician, keep utilizing that shit. Because you gotta get that bitch, or you gotta get it jumping, you gotta get it alive, you gotta get it moving. You gotta get it moving. You gotta be creative when you're trying to command things to happen your way. I'm not I am not an expert. I have to put that in there because YouTube hates when you know what you're talking about, right? But you know, there's a couple of things you can do to get that bitch activated. But you want to have, you want to be more precise. You want to be creative when you're trying to command things to go your way when it comes to like things that's kind of off the wall. There's certain ways when you get that bitch activated, you can do it. You just gotta give yourself time to do it. Give yourself the time. That's it. Just give yourself the time. It's not that hard. Give yourself time to really dig deep and go within and start to notice the magic within your being. Confirmation. What the hell was that? But yeah, give yourself time. But once you got that bitch and you can move it around and do it, I'm telling you, nothing got shit on you. I don't even want to get down to the shit you can do. But I'm starting to notice there's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit. And the more you got that shit rolling and jumping, you're going to start to transform. You're going to end up merging to something. It's always going to be monsters. It's always going to be crazy. But at the end of the day, that's who you truly is. Beyond this illusion. That's what ends up happening. They don't talk about those ones. Because everything can be written. But there's these primordial beings. They end up doing shit and going with the ebbs and flows. And it'll be one point in time they end up transforming to a monster, they say. And they end up ripping motherfuckers to shreds. It's confirmation with the horn. End up ripping motherfuckers up to shreds. But that's just them tapping, transforming to the true self. That's nothing evil. It's nothing bad. It's just who they really is. Certain individuals have no choice when they on this path of turning the switch and actually being who they truly is. Certain things gonna happen to where, hey, it is what it is. Not even in a bad way. Maybe for the ego, it may rip your old life apart. It actually puts something in your face that's actually valid, rather than you following a false life just because the ego thought it was something. Because it needs to get the ego. It needs to get the ego in check on board. So there's only one way to do that, is to rip everything from it and let it rely on its ultimate self, the primordial self. And then it figures it out how to merge. It's basically like a merger. It tries to be on its own. In order for you to really do it right, you got to get your ego on board and make your ego work for your higher self, so you can transform. Because it's always going to try to block you. The biggest enemy you have is yourself, and that's your ego. Once you get him on board and he's working for your higher self, the transformation will happen. The transformation will happen, mark my words. But certain primordial beings are transforming, where I really don't want to say too much, right? But just know, I know some of them are. I know some niggas out here that I may not even know of, but I know I'm connected to them. Just due probably because we got some similar lineage. That nigga done turned into a wolf or something. I ain't even gonna tell him where he at. He ain't even in the places I'm at. These niggas out here transforming. They got different paths, but that just lets me know this shit ain't no joke out here. Confirmation with that horn. This shit ain't no joke out here. Once you get your shit activated, sometimes it's just no going back. Unless you want to fall like you're falling from 100,000 feet, you might just have to come back here. You know? Be like, yeah, it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke, I say that much. Doesn't make sense half the time, but like they said, the ego is the ego at the end of the day. I just had to get that out there. I don't want to burn my battery again like I did last time. But that's about it. You know, I really don't want to say too much. Yeah, we don't want to say too much. Confirmation. But I realized other shit, only one motherfucker's control. That's the divine primordial. They control this shit. Confirmation. We control that shit. So don't get it fooled now. Don't let a cold day get to you, because you can make it a hot day. You can make it a hot day. I wouldn't, rely on what the weather's telling you, because you can make it something way different. I'm talking about just one nigga, but if you got a couple niggas that's on the same page, they got a similar type of formula, they can make it happen too. But that's, I would say, rare, because, yeah, to get a whole bunch of niggas wanting a specific type of thing going on, you can make that happen, but yeah.
Do you have some marijuana?
No, I don't.
Huh?
I don't.
Okay. All I had was I got a day pass that ain't been used yet. I was going to trade you for a pup if you did, but I don't have none either. Didn't work much. That's what I was asking you. Do you catch the bus?
I mean, I'll be walking.
This is the one I activated, and I have some you don't activate. And when you activate it, you can use it all day long.
Okay.
It's a complete day pass, so you can use it more than once.
Gotcha.
Right. So I was offering this for a puff of that.
I could talk
I'm
to
not
you
gonna lie
later,
to you,
bro. I
dude.
could talk to you
I'm
later,
in a
bro.
drug court, man.
I could talk to you later, bro. I'm cool.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. I'm out of here then, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Sorry to disturb you.
No, it's all good, bro. Fo had it. Fo had it. Yeah, I think that's the Fed. That was the Feds out there. Oh, Fo, you know, you gotta be low key, bro. This ain't no weed, nigga. Puff takes puff. Hey, this ain't no weed. We on camera and shit, bro. Yeah, this ain't shit. This ain't no weed, though. Nigga, this is a cigarette. This is a cigarette, YouTube. Don't let this nigga fool you. I don't know what he talking about. I don't know what he talking about. Y'all ain't seen nothing. Yeah. Y'all ain't seen nothing. Fo had a monitor on. I'm like, bro, you asking to smoke weed with a monitor? You the Feds? Yeah, man, you gotta watch out. These Feds be out here though. I ain't even joking. They look like they are. They look regular, but they be the Feds. I'm telling you, no lie. It's called CIA. That's how the CIA do it. They look like they blending in. They do a good job. They do a good job. They move funny. They definitely move funny. Yeah, bro. I ain't got no weed. But I'm telling you, it's rare to have like 8 people saying, I want this to be this type of weather. So I'm just being honest. From my experience, you only need one nigga. You only need one nigga to change the weather. I've done it plenty of times. And I plan on it, doing it. I plan on doing that shit for like, you know, wherever I go. Wherever I go, I control the weather. So it don't matter where I'm at. And I don't even want to say too much because it's like I let it y'all niggas know. I don't think nobody took heed to it. And I think my mans, I don't even want too many people to know it that's in the public, if that makes sense. I just think certain things you don't let people know in the public. You can tell them who you is, but you shouldn't tell them how to do it in public. Certain things you don't talk about in the public. If you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you keep things to yourself when you're in public. Because you're in a public place, you can speak on the greats, but you don't tell them the formula of the greats. Some people do though. Some people do. I'm not the type. But just know, there's a formula out here. I can make this motherfucker 95 degrees. And don't tell me I can't, because you're gonna be mad as hot as shit. You're gonna be mad as fuck as hot. Oh God. Yeah. I can make that bitch real hot. Real hot. It's like, this ain't shit, bro. That's how you gotta look at it. You can't put this reality on a pedestal, bro. You're so much above it. You're so much above this place. This place ain't really on shit, if you think about it. I think too many people glorify this place. This place ain't really shit. Where we come from is so much better. What we're going to is so much better. Not to say in the moment doesn't matter, but I'm not gonna put this place on a pedestal. I know there's other realms that you ain't got kids being taken. I know there's other realms that I'm connected to that ain't got so much goddamn mischief going on. So this realm can't be all like that, like how they hype it up to be. You know. So it's like, hey, while I'm here, but there's so much better on the other side. There's so much better on the other side. I'm not even joking. So it's like once you have that type of mindset, you can be able to do anything here because you don't love it. You just ain't here to run it. You don't love this shit down here, bro. And when you have that type of detachment, you get everything. You just can't have no feeling towards it. It is what it is. And then you'll get it. That's what I'm realizing. Hey, leave a like in here. Your sister, like, not just leave a like if you're in here. I don't give a fuck who you are. I say leave a like. You ain't gotta subscribe because that's kind of being fake. But you could just double tap the screen, or you could be the enemy. You could just sit there and watch like a bitch. I can do that too. Either way, you're working for me. But you just kind of have to look at this realm a certain type of way so you can manipulate it better. That's the best thing I could say with that. Gotta have a certain type of perception because your perception moves everything, bro. Your perception is everything. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. That's funny though. You know the feds out here. I'm like, I ain't got no weed, motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers be on, bro. I ain't got no weed. What do you smell? You smell that shit? Nigga, get away from me. Yeah, though. Just peep game out here, yo. I don't want to be sitting here too long, but hey, let's keep it a stack. We're way more powerful than we give ourselves credit. I just think niggas need to start waking up to who they is. I got a sound, I forgot Ancient Powers activation. I believe it worked too. I believe it worked. Cause when I make something, I don't just make it. I actually know what I'm doing. I guess, yeah, you can say that. Definitely know what he's doing. I know how to whip that shit around. Yeah. I don't give myself that much credit. I gotta give myself a pat on the back. Cause I made a lot of alchemy sounds. And it ain't fire. That's some fire shit. Ancient Powers activation. Made the beat. This type of beat that gets your melanin jumping. I think that's basically what it do. There's a beat on that motherfucker that get your melanin jumping. Leave a like if you're in here, by the way. I don't know who the fuck you are. Just drop a like before you go. Just algorithm shit. Push a nigga in the algorithm. But yeah, and definitely I think the beat does something with your melanin. That's the best thing I could say. It's actually pretty nice. To be honest with you. People sleep on I even sleep on this shit. I think I'm actually gonna download that shit. Get it back off Spotify. Yeah. Cause that shit work. Cleans out your energy. Just certain things you could do for yourself. But yeah, I know the feds watching. I just got a feeling the feds watching. Nigga be like some nigga watching that you can call them the feds. I could just feel a little bit more better. I'm okay with that too though. It's not like I'm showing you guns or anything. It's not like I'm fucking showing you drugs. I'm speaking wisdom, so it's like but But at the end of the day, I just want people to know like you're way more powerful than you think. And I'm learning that it's way more powerful than you think. Stop capping yourself because you can shift things. It's gonna get to the point where they're gonna be scared because it's not gonna be in certain people's hands no more because they're gonna notice that certain individuals, they taking their power back. And when they take their power back and utilize it, bro, you might as well sit their little ass down and hope for the best. You know, because certain niggas just got way more power, bro. They just do. And they can really shift shit. There's levels to this shit. Certain niggas could be on a level where they moving shit, but it ain't gonna just be in anybody's hand. That's why I say it's not for everybody. Everybody's just gonna get certain type of things they can just whip their shit around. You know what I'm saying? Certain niggas. Because they know they ain't gonna fuck it up. The great mother just not finna throw a nigga all that. She gonna give him a little bit to where he got the potential. But, that little bit ain't gonna really take him far if he ain't really upright, truly. But certain niggas, as they come up, they got a certain type of heart. They can utilize that energy to the point where it's an advantage. That's why it's like, it's levels to this shit. It's really I'm powerful. No, it's just certain niggas can do, do better with it than the other nigga. The other nigga too much in his ego sometimes to where it could be detrimental. Or his heart ain't always upright to where it could be detrimental. Very, very, it can be very harsh sometimes. But certain people with, certain type of hearts, not to say you're giving everything away, but it's where your heart at. Where your heart at. Certain people with being, if their heart is in a certain place, they're going to have way more power than another motherfucker that heart ain't in the right place. Just how it go. Less baggage. Less. You got the chaos energy in line. So you definitely going to be able to manipulate much better. So you just pay attention. Pay attention. Certain niggas that, got that power, you know who you is. You ain't got to guess it. I think it's getting to the point where niggas should know who they is by now, or they waking up. If you got it, you know it. Motherfucker gonna let you know who the fuck you is, whether it's in a good way or a bad way. Yeah, don't think you're not shit. You got way more power. That's what they want you to think. That's why they be wanting you to give your power outside of yourself. But the key is not to focus on what another motherfucker wants you to focus on. That's the keys. That's the key. That is the key to breaking free from a lot of bullshit, is to really stay tapped into what you got going on, having that laser focus. Gotta have that laser focus out here, yo. Hey, just leave a like in this motherfucker before you go. Just like this, you double tap the screen. That's all you gotta do, fam. And you ain't even gotta like a nigga. Like, a lot of these niggas, I don't even want to say too much in that because, I ain't got no hate in my heart for no man. But you ain't even gotta really fuck with it. Just be like, man, I'll leave a like. I'll receive this like another way. Because you get blessed doing commands from from a titan. Real nigga shit, though. You give me what I want. I'm pretty sure, spirit, if you're upright, you're going to get what you want. That's kind of how it go. Reciprocation. I'm not just, doing something for me and I'm not doing something back in spirit. But, change up your perception. That's the best thing I can tell you. And activate your melanin. And be more strategic when you're utilizing your power. Best thing I can tell you. Moving forward for the divine primordial being that's tapped in. Way more powerful than you think. Like I said, I'm going to make this motherfucker hot. I'm going to just make it hot. I'm gonna freak some motherfuckers out. They can't really do shit because it's like, you're just making it hot. Ooh. If you can't take the heat, nigga, then it's a problem. It's not that hard. If you got your shit tapped in, bro, you can make it hot. Man, I don't really like it being 98, but I could take a 90. I could take a 92. Make that bitch 92 degrees. It's not that hard. If you got the right energy. If you got the right energy, you definitely can make it hot. It only take one nigga. And if you got a divine counterpart, she actually, or he or she, they're actually upright, and it's a connection that is mutual with no bonding over material, you're gonna be even more powerful. But that's not something you gotta see because that shit happens naturally. You should never just go look out there. That shit will end up lining up. That's how you get the right shit. You don't want no bullshit. But if you do have that individual and they're actually upright, it'll just make your shit even more powerful. Honestly. Because it's just, two heads is better than one. Let's keep it a stack. It's common sense. Common sense to tell you that, right? I'd rather have two birds. Right, one, I would have two chickens. That's more eggs. I'd rather have two dragons. Why not just have one? I have two. And if you can have three, that's even more powerful. But that's another story for another subject. Just know this shit ain't no joke out here. That's why they be tiptoeing around certain niggas because they already know. They got to. Certain niggas you just can't pull up. They gonna end up making a blast off coming this motherfucker. Some might shapeshift, take that nigga in a wormhole. Nobody's seen it though. Certain niggas just on a different level. That's what I'm basically saying. Not everybody got the same energy. Everybody different. Not everybody got the same perception. Not everybody got the same lineage. Not everybody came from the same space. We all come from different planes. So it's like, hey, you never know who that nigga is. You never know who that bitch is. You just don't know. You just gotta, then they got a weird way of, knowing who the fuck a nigga is by testing them, throwing shit at them, and they notice that shit don't stick. They know who they fucking with. But they usually find out, and they're stubborn to understand, and then it's gonna be a point of time that it's just too late. I don't give a fuck who they is, to the bottom, all the way to the top. To the high pufferfish, low down to the bottom feeding motherfucking catfish. No matter who the fuck you is. Certain niggas you ain't supposed to come at. They on a whole nother level. But when you come down to a point where you trying to get them, just the response of you doing that is going to take your ass out because it ain't hitting them. So it's hitting your ass. So their own shit going to take your ass out. It's like they ain't got to do nothing. They just too high in the other realms to be down on your level. But, hey, man, I just had to throw that out there for the people. I don't even got too much to say. I just had to throw that in there. We're way more powerful than we think. Yeah, that's your boy Shaman Truth, though. If you want to support a nigga, play the nigga music. I mean, I'm everywhere. Spotify, or, all those places where you go look for music. E.G. Fisker. EJJIFISKER. E.G. Fisker. If you want to send support on the nigga Cash App, I don't have anything else. I don't have PayPal. I just have Cash App. That's money sign. E.G. Fisker 1. It's all lowercase, by the way. EJJIFISKER 1. You can hit me up on my email, shamatruths@gmail.com. I'm on Patreon at patreon.com/Shaman Truths. And I am doing 3 free readings for some niggas. As long as you got to be a subscriber, obviously. And you got to send me a picture of you on my email. Just tell me a little bit about yourself so I can pick up on your energy. And if you're the ones that the Great Mother wants to, you know, get the shit done, she'll let me know. We're going to do 3. And after them 3, after those 3 get up, we're going to figure something out. But yeah, I think that's your boy. I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. Peace. I always got to do my boxing shit. So it's crazy how the MPs. Hold on, let me say this one thing. It's crazy how the confirmation, double confirmation, the MPs, motherfuckers come around when you around. Just notice that. That ain't no coincidence. Just the energy. It's a little bit more than the energy. Your aura attract motherfuckers. Even if they're bad, they can't interfere in your aura. It is a reflection of just seeing some. All right, it ain't like something you gotta brace yourself for because your energy won't give you certain situations. It's not in the law of energy for that to happen. So, but you might see some shit that's factuated by you on a low vibration. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. You got to remember your energy attract the good and the bad, but the bad doesn't get you. It's just this is something that you just have to experience from time to time to be like that's why I'm not like that. It's nothing to be braced for because when you at a certain type of frequency, you ain't got to worry about a lot of shit. But you might see it. You just shouldn't have to react to it. Doesn't mean you have to always see it. But you got to think people are people, and sometimes, you know, they go into the light. It really ain't a bad thing unless they trying to infringe upon you. That's another thing. They're just trying to experience something that they don't have within their being. I wouldn't say take it personal. Just don't take it personal. But that's your boy. I'm out. Peace.